What's going on, everyone? It's Marcellus back with another video. So today we're gonna just be going out to go get some food, maybe exploring the town a little bit, the city. If you're wondering where my Airbnb is, I'm out here inside of Centro, inside of Rio De Janeiro. So that's where I'm at right now. And yeah, yesterday was crazy with the World Cup. The next World Cup for Brazil will be on December 2nd against Cameroon at 4 p.m. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in that. And to tell you, I've never really been too interested inside of football until I came here. Well, cause we call it soccer in America, but football, I've never really been too interested into it until I came here, because the Brazilians are really open with it, and they really love it, and I guess it's making me love it now. So we're gonna go ahead and go to this restaurant, and if you want to see where I'm at, here it is, here inside of Centro. It's pretty nice. It's a really nice view. You can see everything from here, and you can see some more stuff on this side. You can see down there inside the streets. So yeah, I'm liking it. I like this area. We'll go ahead and close this up before we leave. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna be going. We're just gonna be going out, go get something to eat, go explore a little bit. So I'll see you all there. All right, so we're gonna be going over to a place called Pizzeria or something like that. It's like a pizza place. Has some other stuff. We'll see if it's open, because most of the stuff that I looked at today were closed for some reason. It's a Tuesday. It's 4 p.m. and I guess about 10 different restaurants I looked at were closed. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that there was a game yesterday, so they are closed. But we're gonna have to find out, because a lot of different places are closed around here. And that's, you know, that's something odd that I talked about in a few other videos about how time consistencies aren't really a thing out here for businesses. A lot of them are open and closed at weird times, and you would think that everything is would be open on a Tuesday around this time, but guess not. It looks like, I think it's closed, but I don't know. We'll find somewhere. We'll find somewhere to eat that's not closed. But yeah, if you look, a lot of the places are closed right now. Yeah, like I said, we'll eventually find somewhere that's not closed, and then I guess see you there. I'm gonna have to look on Google first. So out of all the other places, a lot of them were closed, but this Pizzeria is open, so I'm gonna go ahead and order, show you all what I get. A lot of these places have the QR code, so you'll see them inside of English. So I'm gonna go ahead and scroll through here, let you know what I get, show you, go ahead and eat that, let you know the price of it, and then we're gonna go and talk about some differences, some more differences between Rio and Sao Paulo. But yeah, we'll talk about that after that, and I'm gonna order some food first, so stick around. Okay, so I got strawberry juice, they would say morango sucos here, or sucos morango, and then I also got this chicken and catupiry, something like that. Let me see what it says inside Portuguese. Frango e catupiry, so whatever you say. But yeah, still learning my Portuguese there. But anyways, I'll show you this food whenever it comes in, and then we're gonna talk about some more differences between Sao Paulo and Rio, because I really like Rio, but there's also a lot of things I like about Sao Paulo. So we're gonna talk about those differences. I know I've made a few videos like this, but I'm gonna keep making videos like this for as long as I'm going to different cities and different states. So I'm gonna explore some more of Rio, other than staying in the Centro and Copacabana and all these famous tourist spots. I'm gonna try to go to, you know, the local areas, and also try to look at a lot of the different things on the coastlines. You know, Sao Paulo, a lot of people told me that the beaches inside of Sao Paulo have really nice beaches along the coastline of the north side and south side of Sao Paulo. So I'm gonna check out a lot of those different areas. These are areas where tourists typically don't go. So if you have any suggestions for anything, let me know. Any suggestions where you would say tourists don't typically go, because those are really the places that I'm trying to visit more. But anyways, I'm gonna wait till the pizza gets here. I'm gonna show you all what that looks like, and definitely stay tuned. So that's the strawberry juice, which is suco morango, strawberry juice or morango suco. But I would say something I also love about Brazil is the fact that whenever you go to restaurants, they give you natural made juices straight from the fruits. So they literally grind it in the back, immediately bring it straight to you. So you go to America, they have preservatives all in all their drinks. They're already made drinks. They don't make the fruits like that in the restaurants. They just pour something out of a bottle that has a bunch of preservatives and sugar and give it to you. Whereas this is very little sugar, if any. They do put like a little bit in there sometimes, and it's natural juice straight from the fruit. So that is amazing about being here inside Brazil. Alright, so this is the chicken with a catupiry, or whatever, I can't even say it. Chicken with catupiry. Yeah, chicken with catupiry. And this is strawberry juice, or in other words, morango sucos. So the pizza was about 40 reals, and the juice was about 7 reals. I don't know if this is the larger pizza, but if it is, then it was 79 reals. So I guess I'll let you know after I eat it and after I pay. But anyways, yeah, this is about 40 reals, so it's a pretty good price. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat this and get straight back to you all after that. So yesterday I ended up doing a lot of stuff, so I didn't even end up getting to the topic of the discussion yesterday and didn't end up being able to finish the video yesterday. I'm definitely gonna finish it today, but I was just doing a lot of stuff yesterday. But now I'm actually back at my Airbnb, but we're gonna go out and we're gonna talk about this. But while I'm out, we're gonna talk about this. But I want to mention, I do like staying out here inside of Centro, which is right next to Lapa. I'm really close to Lapa, actually. There's like a police place right across there. It's like a military police base, something like that. But there's a lot of construction going on over there. And also, I guess one of the perks, it could be relatively safe, right? Being by a police station. But then it could also be annoying. All I hear all day is just these horns beeping all day long. And then we have down here, something's going on down here. We got a bunch of cops driving, and yeah, there's a huge traffic jam. So everybody's down here trying to get somewhere, and most of these are cop cars, but whatever's happening, I don't know. It's crazy, but it's really loud. So I'm trying to like edit my videos and stuff right now, and it's just so loud I can hardly hear anything. But anyways, I'm about to go out and go get something to eat. We're gonna talk about some differences between Sao Paulo and Rio, and I guess before we go there, I'll give you one of the slight differences. So the traffic inside of Sao Paulo and Rio, I would say it's kind of similar. Like, it's crazy. People just drive crazy out here. I mean, people drive crazy in America and other places too, but it's really crazy out here. It's almost like New York whenever you're driving in Sao Paulo, and then whenever you come to Rio, it's like driving in Miami. And if you ever drove in Miami before, then you know that it's not a fun time. People drive crazy. So many people are just trying to get to where they're going inside of Miami. They're just speeding. I remember being on the bridge inside of Miami going to Miami Beach from Miami downtown, and it was literally pouring down, raining, and then out of nowhere you just see a Charger just speeding by, you know, a Dodge Charger speeding by, and it was one of the Scat Pack ones, so it was really fast, really loud, and then he ends up crashing on the bridge. So pouring down rain, crashes on the bridge because they're speeding. Literally could have fell into the water. Literally the car could have went straight into the water, but it didn't go straight into the water. It actually hit one of the little medians and it spun out. But that, I just say that to say, like, it's crazy driving out here too. But yeah, I guess it's gonna be crazy wherever you go driving. That's why I prefer not to drive out here. But if anyone has any tips and tricks for driving out here inside of Rio or inside Sao Paulo, let me know, because I'm scared to drive out here. I kind of want to rent a car or like rent a little motorcycle or something, but it's kind of scary driving out here, so I don't know if I'm gonna actually do that. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get straight to the some restaurant. I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and then we're gonna talk about some more differences and similarities between Sao Paulo and Rio. So definitely stick around and stay tuned. experience at that restaurant, Al Sabor or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what it's called, but you've seen the sign over there, so I guess you can find out what it's called. I don't even want to find out what it's called. It's here inside of Rio, and yeah, it's inside the Centro area inside of Rio. So if you want to check that place out, go ahead and do it. Al Sabor or something like that. I don't even know, but anyways, it's a buffet place, and it wasn't the most terrible experience I had here because of it wasn't the worst because of the food or the service. It's a self-serving buffet, so the service, you already know it's self-serving, so obviously it's not bad service. But what I will say is the food was amazing, but there was way too many people. The restaurant was way too small for the amount of people that were there, just sitting down trying to eat, cut the steak, you know, people just bumping into your arms and stuff. And then on top of that, which is, this part is my problem because, you know, I don't know Portuguese, trying to order a medium or a well-done steak over there while you got like 50 people behind you trying to get their food as well, everybody rushing, you know, it's not a pleasant experience, especially if you're a foreigner. So I highly recommend you not go there if you're not from here and you don't know Portuguese, or if you just don't like crowded places like me. I didn't even know the lady just kind of handed me she handed me a pamphlet thing, and then I took it. I was like, all right, sure, I'll go ahead and I'll check it out, and I'll go ahead and, you know, see how it is, see what the food's like, see how it is, and see how it tastes. And if you're wondering why I just looked down, some random drop of water just dropped on me. I don't know, I hate crowded places, as you can see, but hey, here I am inside of downtown Rio, Central Rio. Definitely very overstimulating, stressful, any kind of overstimulating area, like a bunch of people. I just don't like it. And you probably wonder why I chose Sao Paulo also to live in, but you know, I guess I just wanted to experience something new. But yeah, Sao Paulo is also overcrowded too. All the metros there are also overcrowded. So I guess that's a similarity between Rio and Sao Paulo. They both have a lot of people, but Sao Paulo has way more people than Rio has. So either way, you know, they're both going to be packed, but I guess Rio is more so for people who don't want as of a packed city. But you got to think Rio is smaller, but there's still a lot of people. So you got to think about the population density. So it's way smaller than Sao Paulo. So, but still, I guess I like both Rio and Sao Paulo. If you see the weather over here inside of Rio, you see it's always sunny. Inside of Sao Paulo is usually not sunny over there. So that's another difference. But you know, it rains a lot inside of Sao Paulo. But right now inside of Rio, it's starting to drizzle, but the sun is out. And yes, and the other day for the World Cup on the 28th against Switzerland, there was rain. You know, it was pouring down raining. But within inside of 10 minutes, all the rain was gone, and then the sun came right back out. So I guess that's the difference. Inside Sao Paulo, when it rains, it's raining, and it's gonna rain for a long time. So in Rio, you know, like the other day, it really did not rain for that long at all. So that is another difference. I'm not gonna even try to cross that street right now. It's just, that's another thing, you know, crazy driving. I already mentioned that before. But yeah, you always gotta be careful whenever you cross the street here, because people just drive ridiculously around here. But other than that, the food place I just ate at, it was pretty good. It tastes good and all. It was just a bad experience because there was just so many people, and yeah, just way too many people were over there. But now I guess I'm just gonna go and explore some other areas. I don't even know where. I'm just kind of walking right now, just trying to get away from people. And yeah, there was just way too many people down there, so I had to get away. But yeah, also I would say another similarity between Sao Paulo, well, I mean a difference between Sao Paulo and Rio is the accents. So if you go to Rio and Sao Paulo and you like frequent both of them, you can start telling the difference between their accents. And I didn't notice it at first until a friend told me that there was a difference. Then I started to pay attention to the way people talk, and yeah, there definitely is like a different accent between the two. So that's another large difference that you should be aware of. And also, something that I really do like about being here inside of Rio is just the sunny culture. There's always outdoor stuff going on. It's an outdoors place, but Sao Paulo is more so indoors type place. And you know, everybody's just working, everybody's hustling and bustling, everybody's trying to get to where they're going. You know, everybody's trying to make some money or something. But all in all, I like both Rio and Sao Paulo. Now, when it comes to where I would rather live between Rio and Sao Paulo, that's kind of a hard question, because to be completely honest, Rio, I cannot focus in Rio. There's just so much to do. I mean, I like this spot right here actually. This spot is really nice. It looks really nice, all these buildings around. But yeah, Rio is so hard to focus. Last night I was out till like, well, I wasn't out till 6 a.m. this night, or last night. I was more so just out till about 1 a.m. So it wasn't as bad, but I was still out for a really long time out inside of Rio. But if anyone knows, you know, Lapa, there's a lot going on in Lapa, and yeah, it's a really crazy environment. But right now I think I'm gonna go to Copacabana. I'm going the wrong way to go there, but I will eventually I'll eventually walk around and get to Copacabana today, maybe Ipanema and all that. But yeah, like I was saying though, it's really hard to focus inside of Rio. It's really hard to focus, but inside Sao Paulo, it's kind of easier to focus because everybody's focused, everybody's doing their own thing, everybody's working, everybody's hustling, you know, because I really like making these YouTube videos. But you know, YouTube, it's like a full-time job when you're doing it. There's a lot of editing, there's a lot of filming, and it takes a lot more than just pulling out a camera, walking around and talking to the camera. It's a lot more than that. In editing, it takes a lot of time. So it could take me a full day to edit sometimes, a whole video. It could take me more than a day to edit a video. And then the rendering times, if I want to render in 4K, that typically takes me about 8 hours just to render the video, on top of the almost 24 hours it takes just to edit the video. So I think both, I just think there's just a lot of work involved with trying to do YouTube, a lot of work involved with it. So anyways, I'm across the street right now, so I'll probably stop paying attention for a second. But yeah, I just want to make sure I don't get hit by a car. But yeah, like I was saying, there's just a lot of huge differences between Rio and Sao Paulo. But all in all, I think living wise, Sao Paulo, I like living there more. But Rio, I like coming out here, relaxing and partying more. So it's kind of hard. That's why I've been flip-flopping back and forth, going to my place inside Sao Paulo and then going to my place inside Rio. Well, the place I have in Sao Paulo, I'm there until January 25th, and I already paid for the Airbnb. So this is a pretty cool structure too right here. But yeah, I already paid for my Airbnb for the place inside of Sao Paulo, and I might as well just, you know, keep coming back and forth between Rio. So I just keep getting an Airbnb out here for a week, staying here for a week, and then going back to Sao Paulo and working over there. So I like it. It's a lot of back and forth, you know, but the bus rides, they're not that expensive. You know, as the buses, I had the bus that comes with the bed, and I was trying to sleep, but you can't really sleep on a bus because it's just too bumpy. But still, you get to lay down, and $50 round trip. And then if you look at the price for the bus, just to go there, like, it's really cheap. But I'm doing round trip, so it's like $50. But even when I looked at the other prices for the tickets, then it was just way cheaper when you're doing the premium bus seats, which aren't really that premium, but they're not the sleeper seats, so you're not sleeping on a bed or nothing like that. You're just kind of sitting on those hard seats next to people. But all in all, I've had good experiences riding the bus here. It's actually fairly easy, and it's actually recommended that you take a bus instead of going on an airplane whenever you're traveling like inside of the country, unless you're going to a really far state, like if you're going to Sao Paulo to like Salvador or something like that. But yeah, anyways, I'm probably gonna go the other way now head towards Copacabana and then maybe towards Ipanema. And actually, I just you know thought about another huge difference between Rio and Sao Paulo. So everything is kind of like in Sao Paulo, you know, it's a big city, so everything's really spread out. But you wouldn't think Rio is the same way, but it is, because Rio is huge as well. And then outside of Rio, you have the metro area, and it's all like really spread out. Like just even looking at the map, you can already see everything is really spread out. So I don't know, it's just a big difference. I feel like inside of Sao Paulo, it's a lot more walkable. Inside of Rio, you definitely want to catch rides places. But even Sao Paulo, I mean, if you're trying to walk the city, you're gonna do a lot more walking in Rio, obviously, because it's a bigger city. But yeah, either way, I'm enjoying both of them. But anyways, I'm gonna go over here to Copacabana, and I'm gonna catch you all over there. So this looks like a multicultural area. I see a lot of flags for a lot of different countries over here. So I guess it's a pretty interesting area. I'm kind of getting away from Centro and Lampa right now. Just kind of trying to explore the inner city of Rio. So pretty interesting architecture here. Seeing a lot of huge influence from Portugal. So if you've been to Portugal, the buildings kind of look a little bit similar to this. So pretty interesting difference. Yeah, so I'm definitely getting further and further away from the tourist area, but I think the area that I'm probably getting closer towards is actually, I gotta look at my map so I can actually know where I'm, like, so I can know exactly where I am and where I'm walking. But yeah, I gotta look at the map. But anyways, I'm gonna put the camera down so I can look at the map, and then I'll let you all know exactly where I'm walking to. Okay, so now that I checked the map, I'm actually still inside Central, so I guess I'm not the brightest cookie in the bunch. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna be going towards Copacabana. We might go to Ipanema, Leblon, all those places, and eventually I want to get to Barra de Juca. A lot of people recommend me go to Barra de Juca, and I've seen there's a lot of other YouTubers that go there too, and they have a good time, and it looks pretty interesting when I look at their channels. So shout out to all the other YouTubers here inside of Sao Paulo, inside of Rio. Maybe we can link up sometime. But yeah, right now I'm gonna be going towards the beach areas, so see you all there. And still, everywhere I go inside of Centro here, inside of Rio, there's always interest in architecture, so I definitely like seeing all the different architectural spots here inside of Centro. But anyways, I'm going to the beach now. Yeah, it looks like it's closed for the day, this cathedral, but I guess on the day it's open, I'll go over there. But yeah, anyways, getting straight to the beach now. I know I keep getting distracted. So easy to get distracted this side of town, but we're gonna get there eventually. So another major difference between Sao Paulo and Rio. Rio is way more expensive. So just for example, inside of Sao Paulo, the metro costs 4 reals and 40 centavos, and inside of Rio it costs about 6 reals and 60 centavos. So it's a little bit more expensive just for that, but for everything else it's also more expensive for. So it doesn't matter what you want to get, everything is going to cost you a little bit more here inside of Rio compared to what it would cost you inside of Sao Paulo. And yeah, I'm just crossing a really busy street, so making sure I'm safe here. But yeah, everything is going to cost you a lot more here inside of Rio, which I guess is expected, kind of, because I don't know, it's kind of like Miami and New York. If you go there, New York is more expensive than Miami, but it's like the opposite here. Like Sao Paulo is the New York of Brazil, so Rio is more expensive. Rio is more like LA, I would say. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Everything is a lot more expensive here. Just waiting to cross the road now. But yeah, food is a lot more expensive here as well. And rent is a lot more expensive here. Everything is more expensive here inside of Rio. So yeah, that's just something that I've noticed. And also, if you go and you do like small stuff, you know, like events and stuff, you gotta pay for, like, you know, entrance fees over here. I mean, I think Sao Paulo is the same. You gotta pay for entrance fees over there as well. But it's just new to see something like that, because usually, you know, you pay at the end of your accommodations, you know, inside of Rio and Sao Paulo, but typically in America you will pay at the beginning. But I don't know, that's just the difference I've seen between Brazil in general and America. But anyways, we're gonna keep heading towards the beach. It's a long journey here, but eventually we'll make it there. So there's also a major difference in the architecture here inside of Rio compared to Sao Paulo. I feel inside of well, I believe, like, whenever I look here inside of Rio, you see more Portuguese influenced things. Inside of Sao Paulo, I feel like it's more culturally diverse. I mean, Rio is as well, but Sao Paulo, I mean, they literally have expats from all over the world. They have immigrants from all over the world heading to Sao Paulo to work. So it's a lot different whenever you go to Sao Paulo. I mean, just look at the buildings, look at the structures, look at the people racing motorcycles, right? But anyways, this is there's a lot more interesting structures here. Obviously, Sao Paulo has big cathedrals as well, and Sao Paulo has lots of interesting structures as well. But it's just a whole different thing inside of Rio. But anyways, I'm just gonna capture this view really quick. Yeah, that's a really beautiful structure. You don't see stuff like that all over the place. But anyways, I can smell water now. I smell the seawater, but I'm pretty sure this isn't the beach. Why I know this isn't the beach, because I'm still near Centro. But this is like the bay, so I'm gonna show the bay area really quick. But here's another interesting structure here. So yeah, lots of interesting things here inside of this part of Rio. So here we have it, man on the horse. I don't know much about the history here, but I guess I'll definitely learn about it. But yeah, I don't know much about the history here, so I'm gonna have to do some studying. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Now let's get closer to the bay, see exactly what we have there. Remember, we're still going to head towards the beach. This is just a quick little detour that I'm taking. So yeah, there's a lot of adventure going on inside of this video. But yeah, this is what I like to do. I like to just go around and see the different places of the cities. I definitely want to get out of Rio and Sao Paulo, because they're two large tourist attractions. I want to start going to the smaller cities, and I definitely want to do that. But if I'm gonna go to like a really small city, I would rather go there with a local with me that knows the place, because then absolutely nobody's gonna speak English. And over here, I mean, not many people speak English anyway, but people do have some, you know, some sort of English. I will say though, inside of Rio and Sao Paulo, it's kind of similar to the amount of people that know English. This is another interesting structure here. There's a lot of interesting structures over here, but yeah, this is another interesting one. That looks really cool, it really does. But yeah, like I was saying, there's a huge difference between Rio and Sao Paulo. But yeah, there's a difference between the spoken Portuguese, I guess you would say, not the spoken but the accents so they have way different accents over there. And I need to start renting those bikes over there, the Iteu or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, those bikes, I heard that they're like a monthly payment for them. I mean, I hear it playing somewhere. But yeah, I heard you have to pay like a monthly payment to the app, and then you can use those bikes all around the city. And it is the same inside of Rio as well. But yeah, I definitely need to do that because I've been doing a lot of walking, but it would be way nicer to ride a bike around. But anyways, here is another interesting structure here. This is the Central Administration. Okay, so it looks like it's a court. It's a court because it says Jostica, so I guess it's a court, right? But anyways, that's pretty interesting. It's a whole open layout here. First time being down here by the bay down here. It looks pretty interesting. Here's the water. I guess the water back down here though is pretty dirty, to be honest. But the water on Rio, on the other hand, is really clean. So I guess I mean, we are still in Rio, but I mean, the water by the beach, Copacabana, Ipanema, Leblon, pretty clean. But what I also noticed, it looks like the water in Ipanema is actually cleaner than Copacabana. Copacabana has pretty clean water too. I mean, they're like the same thing too, like the water, they're combined. But it definitely seems like Ipanema has like a nicer feel to their beach. But yeah, this is the bay. There's a lot of dirty water over here. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. My first time being out here by the bay. Got some boats over there. And we have the water down here. I would walk on this, but no one else is walking on it, and it doesn't look too stable. I don't know if I'm gonna walk on that. Okay, so that's pretty interesting, but now let's get back to the beach because that's what everyone wants to see. So after a long ride on the metro, finally arrived here inside of Rio. I had a fun time trying to get the metro card. Trying to speak to them inside Portuguese, but I eventually got that situated, and yeah, I got that done. And now it is, like I was saying, you know, inside of Sao Paulo is 4 reals and 40 centavos if you want to pay for a metro ride, but here it is 6 reals and 15 centavos, I believe. So yeah, it's a big difference, I guess. Not a big difference, but it still is a difference. And yeah, I mean, it's all right. But yep, finally here on near Copacabana, and then I'm gonna go on Copacabana Beach, just over here right outside the metro. So this is the area we're at now. We got metro right there, got this big hill up there, and yeah, so I've never been in this part of Rio, but it definitely seems pretty cool. I'll probably explore here a little more. But yeah, let's go straight to the Copacabana though, before it starts raining and before it gets dark. Okay, so after a long journey, we're finally almost there to Copacabana. And yes, I can smell the sweet and the sour bitterness of the ocean breeze. But yeah, we're probably gonna go to Ipanema after this, and then Leblon, all the good spots. Just trying to cross the street right now because there's a lot of people on the sidewalk, so not trying to get in people's way. But anyways, we're gonna go over there now, and I want everyone to leave some suggestions. I know I ask for suggestions a lot, but that's because I'm actually saving every single area on my map from Google Maps that you all recommend, and there's a lot of good places that people have been recommending all over Brazil, not just Rio, not just Sao Paulo. So all those recommendations, I'm gonna eventually try to get around to all those places. So yeah, definitely leave those recommendations because I really do save those on my maps. But anyways, here we are, almost there to Copacabana. It's been a long time coming, and honestly it feels like it's probably gonna rain soon, so I don't even know how long I'm gonna be here for, because yeah, it was already drizzling just a little bit back inside of Centro. So hey, I mean, if it rains here again, I'm going straight home, because during the game day on the 28th, it was raining for so long over there. It was ridiculous. But hey, finally back over here this way on Copacabana. And my first Airbnb that I got inside Rio, it was actually on Copacabana. It was like right off Copacabana. But this Airbnb that I got now is inside of Centro, because I just wanted something different. So I'll keep switching up the spot occasionally, but here we are finally on Copacabana. It's been a long time coming. You know, it's such a pain crossing the street here on Copacabana. Anytime you're crossing the street, coming over to this, not the boardwalk, but you know, the sidewalk on Copacabana, it's so hard to just cross that little street over there. It's so hard just to cross it. There's just so much traffic. But anyways, we're here now, so I want to talk about another difference between Sao Paulo and Rio, and it's the obvious difference. There's a beach, and I know I mentioned this earlier, but I didn't show it. But yeah, this the obvious reason is the beach culture. It's not just the beach, but it's the culture that surrounds the beach. You know, with beach culture, you have fitness culture. You just have everything. You have these calisthenics stations all across the beach. You have this whole running area for bikes as well. So you have all of this stuff to work out with. You really don't need a gym whenever you're on Copacabana, because Copacabana in itself is the gym. So yeah, that's another thing that I really like about being here inside Rio. You know, the workout stations, like I mentioned before, in Sao Paulo, they're not the same. They're not the same. They don't have them on every corner. They don't have them by the nice beaches and stuff. And who knows, maybe they do around the coast of Sao Paulo. Yeah, so that guy, he was excited for the YouTube. But yeah, like I was saying, we have a lot of different stuff inside of Rio for you. There's more than just going on the beach. But yeah, I like Rio, I like Sao Paulo. But to be quite honest, I know I've been saying this the whole video, but there's a part of Rio where I want to be in Rio every day. But then there's a part of Sao Paulo where I would rather be in Sao Paulo for most of the time as well. So I think it's good to, you know, just go back and forth between Rio and Sao Paulo, because it's just, you have both of the major cities here, and it's like flip-flopping between New York, LA, and Miami. Like, in my personal opinion, those are the three best cities inside of America if you want to go travel there. It's New York, Miami, Los Angeles. Like, they're the best cities for traveling, in my personal opinion, and inside a lot of people's opinion when you're talking about America. And whenever you come here to Brazil, you know, you got Sao Paulo, you got Rio, you got Salvador, Bahia, and Florianopolis. You know, you got all these major cities, all these major hubs that people really like to go visit. So that's just something I've been noticing about being here. You know, it's usually so packed out here, like on Copacabana, but you know, whenever it's cloudy, it's not as packed. So the sun's not all the way out, it's a little bit cloudy, and yeah, there's less people here. So I kind of think, I'm not gonna say it's better to come when it's cloudy, but if you want a less crowded beach, a less crowded walk area, then yeah, a cloudy day is definitely gonna be your best bet. But then when it rains, it's not gonna be so fun. But even though it's cloudy, that does not stop all of this traffic from coming in. As you can see here, the traffic is crazy. Sorry, the camera was shaky there for a second. I had to adjust it. But yeah, So much traffic out right now. So much traffic. But anyways, now we're gonna go hit up Ipanema, Leblon, those spots, and I'm gonna get back with y'all. Looks like they're having a party over there or something. Something's going on over there. But yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to film that though, because, you know, they're going to have a bunch of music playing, so it's going to get copyrighted. So I'm probably going to have to turn off the sound or something, but we're going to see what's going on over here. They must be watching the game or something. Probably watching the game.
Eles estão tensos. A cidade está forrada de argentinos. Vai começar já esse cerimonial. Enquanto isso, aliás, você observa pela expressão das torcedoras que passaram aí, né? A polonesa lá no Chester aí, já agarrou o pênalti nessa Copa do Mundo, rapaz. O goleiraço da Juventus da Itália.
Yeah, so a lot going on over there. Probably not gonna go over there.
Marcellus on the track.
So I was wondering why everything looks so foggy and cloudy over here. And for one, yeah, we do have clouds out today, but I mean on a lower level, not where the clouds are. And I think it's because the over here you can see the waves are just so strong right now. It looks like the seawater is actually like just floating in the air all over the place. But yeah, it's doing pretty well. And I do want to go out there, but you can see how strong the waves are right now. Probably not gonna be able to see it fully from here, but you should be able to see it if I go all the way out there. But I don't want to go out there because I got shoes on and pants. And yeah, I'm really not trying to get sand all over my shoes right now. But yeah, the waves are pretty big right now. Absolutely nobody is inside of the water right now, so that kind of says a lot about what's going on in the water. The water is strong right now, strong currents. So yeah, I think that's what I was trying to say, is the high tide is actually that's why the water is so close to the shore. So yeah, the high tide is in. You're seeing ocean water literally all inside of the air right now. Nobody's inside the water. And yeah, it's usually not this far up the beach, because if you look, it's not that far from the boardwalk where we're all walking. So yeah, it's interesting to see. But yeah, we're gonna keep making our way to Ipanema. I almost say Copacabana. But yeah, we're gonna keep making our way to Ipanema and further down Leblon, and that'll be the end of our tour, end of our journey, and I'll be off back on my way to Centro. So let's keep going. One of these days I'm gonna have to go up there and go ziplining, because it looks really fun. They got ziplining way down there at the end of Copacabana. So yeah, that looks fun. But we're gonna keep making our way over here to Ipanema and Leblon. It's such a long walk. Like I said, I'm gonna have to rent one of those bikes that they have sitting around the city, because man, it's a lot of walking. But yeah, if anyone knows how much those bikes cost, let me know. I'm gonna rent one sooner or later. All right, so here we have it. We're now inside of Ipanema / Leblon. So now we're over here. I really like this area. It's a really nice area, really upscale. A lot of new buildings, a lot of new construction. I've seen they're making a lot of new condo buildings back there. So hey, I'm gonna have to go ahead and buy me one of those condo buildings, because these are some nice condo buildings that they're building. Brand new structures, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to buy one of these whenever I get the money. Obviously right now I don't have the money, but you know, when the money starts flowing in, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. One of these days I'm gonna be buying one of these condo buildings. Mark my words on that. And hey, citizenship by investment, or residency by investment, that's what they have here inside of Brazil. And it's like $150,000 that you have to invest. And I'm pretty sure these condos are sitting around $150,000. If not, maybe a little less or a little more, but it's definitely sitting around somewhere in that area. So I'm gonna be buying one of these condo buildings. Mark my words, I'm gonna put this down in history. So let me just film this and savor this moment, putting this down in history. I'm gonna definitely get one of these buildings. But yeah, these are really nice buildings, so I definitely want to live in one of these. But yeah, anyways, here we are, Ipanema, Leblon. We got the mountains over there. We got all these condo buildings. We got the police keeping us safe over here. We got the beach. We got the waves. We got the islands over there. This is everything that I love here about Rio. Just, you have everything. You have islands surrounding beaches, surrounding coconut trees, condo buildings, and yeah, and then you got over there huge mountains with all these different structures on them. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I really do want to go over there to the mountains, and yeah, we're gonna check out that area soon. But I want some locals to be with me when I do go over there to that area. But for now, this is where I'm gonna be at, over here, Ipanema, Leblon. Like I said, eventually we're gonna own one of these buildings up here. Eventually, that's gonna be cool. But anyways, let's keep going with this walking tour. I'm gonna show you all exactly what's going on out here. So, if anyone knows how much these places up here cost, definitely let me know that, because these are some nice condo buildings here. Let me know how much they cost. That's monthly or just the one-time fee, however much it costs. Let me know how much it costs monthly or to purchase one of these units, because these are some nice buildings. I definitely like the glass one over there, because that's a really classy, really nice, right at a right spot. And yeah, that's pretty nice. Alright, so we pretty much made it to the end of the mountain. Now we're reaching the mountainside. So this is pretty much where I stopped. I just wanted to go all the way down here to Leblon. I wanted to cruise all of Copacabana, Ipanema, and Leblon. So that's exactly what I just now did. So it's starting to get dark, so I'm probably gonna start heading back soon. Maybe one day we'll go up there and see what's up there, go through the neighborhoods up there. But for now, this is just gonna be where we're stopping off at. Just gonna stop it here. But yeah, I want to say, I guess the next day or the next video, we're probably gonna have some kind of people show me around up there. I'll find some locals to go with me up there. But yeah, for now, this is where this ends. And yeah, I stopped to drink a coconut, so that's why it's starting to get dark now. So I sat down for a while, my legs were hurting. But hey, finally here now. But now I gotta get back to Centro, and yeah, get back to my Airbnb, edit this video up, because like I was saying earlier, it takes a lot to do YouTube. It takes a lot to do the editing and the filming for all the content. And you gotta understand, just editing the videos could take almost 24 hours doing that. And then when you're rendering the videos, if you're doing a 4K video, I mean, it could take 24 hours alone. And then if you're just doing a HD 1080p video, then typically it doesn't take that long. It takes more like 1 hour to 2 hours rendering if you're just gonna do that. But I like to get the 4K videos, but it just takes so long to render it. But for now, this is pretty much all we're gonna get. So as always, I'll be back with another video. Alright, so I came down this on the side of that mountain that I showed you all, and up there is where the neighborhood is. Some people call them favelas, some people call them other things, but I came down to this area, and I know some people said that, you know, some people take offense to you calling it favelas, so I don't like calling them favelas, so that's why I just said neighborhood. But anyways, I came down here, and there's literally nobody over here, so I'm probably gonna go back up that way where everyone is. But yeah, this is a nice secluded area. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be over here, but hey, it's not blocked off, so I don't think I'm breaking any rules. But yeah, it looks like a nice secluded area. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back up here. There's a really steep hill with all these stairs. It's yeah, it's really steep and dangerous to go down. But yeah, this has been an interesting trip, right? But I tried to close the video, but I'm one of those people, like, if I'm traveling, I'm doing an adventure somewhere, or I'm doing anything, I have to complete what I'm doing. I can't just, you know, I can't just stop what I'm doing. I have to complete it. So I kind of wanted to go all the way up there and even further up into the hill, into the neighborhoods up there. But I think this is where I should probably stop. Well, who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But this is a fun adventure, so I'm gonna keep doing whatever I'm doing. I might not go all the way up there though, because I don't think an Uber is gonna drive all the way up there. and you can already hear I'm out of breath. And these stairs are really steep, so a lot of mountain climbing here. But yeah, these stairs are so steep, so it's really hard for me to walk up them. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down and get back with you all later.